Okay, guys, I am Becky, and I'm one of the team leaders for Team Wildfire. I think I probably know most of you, but if not, welcome. We're excited to have you here tonight. Last year at the end of Summit, it was the day that it was over, and everybody was rushing, driving home, flying out the door to get back to home and their families. And Lisa and I stopped and talked that morning, and we're like, we knew that we were missing something. We were missing that piece of just connection, because after Summit, you have all this excitement, you have all these ideas in your head, and they're just kind of racing everywhere. And we knew that we needed to do something different to have that connection between us, so that we didn't leave like feeling like, but kind of going back with a plan and going back connected to each other and working as a team moving forward. And so this year, instead of just doing the pre-summit training, which we had done in the past, we decided we wanted to have a day afterwards, a team day, where we could just kind of talk and relax and unwind, kind of process through some of the stuff that we had just learned, so that we could move forward from there and not go home kind of in a frenzy. And that was what we did. We spent the morning and into part of the afternoon actually just hanging out and talking and processing what we learned there, and really just having some great conversations that we needed to have as a team. Things that we can't always have when we're on a Zoom call. We're all spread across the country, but when we had those times to be face to face, I feel like we really had some just make some shifts happen within our team that morning as we were talking. So it was super exciting. And then we went out and just had fun in the afternoon and toured around New Orleans. But from the purpose of the call tonight is, as we were having that conversation that morning, and just kind of everyone was sharing some of their big takeaways, the things that hit them. Danielle shared something, and I'll let her take over in a few minutes and kind of share what it was her takeaway was. But I know mine was similar. That first year that I went to Summit, kind of lacking in belief. I wasn't sure I had belief in myself that I could do it yet. I wasn't sure that this thing really worked. I still wasn't really sure about the company exactly. But when I got there, it was just huge aha moments. I saw the heart of the company. I saw the potential. And when I showed up at that summit, my very first summit, I was an Emerald. I had my best friend and my husband as coaches, and that was all I had going on. And within a matter of months, I went to Diamond, because I left there with that belief, like I got it. And I share that just to say, when we say, get to these events, get to Super Saturday, get to Summit, there's no way you can experience what these events are in the heart of our company and the heart of our team until you get face to face with it. And so I'm going to turn it over to Danielle now, so that she can just share what what her takeaways were from this summit, because they're huge and they have big impact for all of us. And I'm just excited for her to get to share it tonight. So I will hand it over to you, Danielle.
All right. Can you hear me? Good. Okay. So just starting out, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Danielle Foley. I'm currently an Emerald coach. I started coaching back in April 2016. I am also full-time. I work at a university as an assistant director of social media and web strategy. You would think my social media was on point, but it's due for others than it is for yourself. So I'm learning. But I'm also a 10 out of 10 introvert on the Myers-Briggs scale. And I've always hid behind that number and saying, oh, I'm just an introvert. I can't do this myself. But this year I've kind of learned, really showed me I should come out of my shell and step up. So I've been to Summit. This is my second year. The first year I went, and I just made the commitment afterwards, not really to do much of anything with the business, but just made the commitment to be here in this business and at Summit year from last year. So I went to So I just want to explain first, what is Summit? It is where all the coaches get together, and we have the pre-training the first year I went, I had a huge misconception that seminars on what the products were for Beachbody and how to sell them. Like, that's what I thought I was going to learn the first year. And both years, I've just learned that, you know, there wasn't much about the products. This year, I made an effort to see, like, how much time do we really spend learning how to sell and learning what the products are. And we talked for like 20 minutes. Carl got on stage and told us what was coming up. And it was like 7 minutes. And we learned about 3 products, which Daily Sunshine, you already know what that is. That's been released. Shift Shop has already been released. And then Double Time with Tony Horton. And that was kind of an aha moment too about what Beachbody was, because Double Time is a family partner program. So it's getting the whole family involved. And it's so important for me to see, like, they really do care about the whole family. You know, a lot of products and selling, they spent 2 days and poured into us how to be a better leader and a better coach. They spent a lot of time and money just bringing in people that could help us in our daily lives. So I've been hung up on the whole Team Beachbody name because it invokes a sense of superficialness, because Beachbody, you think of the blonde girl in the bikini on the beach, and it's all about weight loss. And that's a struggle that we all have with some of the people we introduce the program to as well, because it just invokes that physical image and superficial image sometimes. This year, I took away so much more. I took away that, you know, it's not about the beach body. Yes, that's what gets us started sometimes, but it's about the team part of the Team Beachbody. And it's about whole body, not just physical body. It's about mental and physical. So the mission of Team Beachbody, you probably all know, is to help people reach their goals and live healthy, fulfilling lives. It says nothing about losing weight. It's all about being healthy and living the fulfilled life that they want to live. So for 3 days, with the Team Courage training and the summit, the leaders poured and invested in us, and we got to hear such amazing stories that, like, people's lives were changed. You know, people started out because they wanted a physical change and they wanted the number on the scale to change, but then it just spiraled into these beautiful stories of saved marriages, saved lives, saved families. I'm a better mother, I'm a better person. And it was just huge shifts from being uncomfortable in a physical sense that got these people started on their journey. It was uncomfortable. I went to the doctor, and the nurse wrote down that I was morbidly obese, and really uncomfortable because morbid means death. So that's the path that I was on. And then it's just become such a big change as well. So as we were sitting there, you know, Darren Hardy and this, for and these high, you know, highly influential people like Lean Johnson, who's huge into social media marketing and has her own things going on. Darren Hardy, who is a huge successful mentor himself. And, you know, Summer brought in John to talk to us as well during just the team training. And so I thought, who does this kind of keynote speaker level brought in, or even from Chris Downing, who is just broke down in tears on stage at how overwhelmed he was about the support and love that he received from our community. So instead of you know, it shifted at that moment. Instead of focusing on the physical beach body part of the name, let's focus to the team part to carry out the mission statement of Team Beachbody. You know, as we all appreciate Becky and Lisa, we all love them, and we all hear from them all the time. they're great leaders, but you can lead from a non-leadership position. Any things to offer. You have so much added value that you can bring to this team. And Becky and Lisa help us grow and develop, but they only know what they know. We have so much to contribute as well. So I think it's important that, we all have very limited experiences to our own lives. So maybe we know something that Lisa doesn't know or that Becky doesn't know, and we could step in and be a leader ourselves. You don't need permission. Nobody's going to reach out and say, I want you to be a leader. You have to step up and show that you can take that position and be an authority to help people. And together we help develop each other and teach each other. So this is something that I got the vision of at Summit, share on our Sunday wrap up, that it was so much more than physical. It was about the team. Another huge takeaway I took was Carl sat down and he talked about his I'm Here to Help focus group that he did with a bunch of coaches. And he talked about the elephant in the room. And I think I felt like this a lot through the last year. The elephant in the room is that you may lose, or you may not have a bunch of coaches under you. You may not have that diamond level status or that superstar status. But you've gotten started, you've made progress, and there are people out there that don't know how to take that first step. So you have to give yourself credit and understand that you have something to offer, even if not your ultimate goal, which whoever is, really, we're all trying to grow and develop. So you just keep going people that haven't started yet, or are struggling to start, or struggling with something maybe that you have found a way to overcome. So you are an expert, and you have to feel like an authority on this journey and in your progress. And that is a really hard thing to do. I lost 40 pounds, but I still feel like I need to lose another 40. But maybe somebody out there hasn't lost that first 40 and they need help getting started. So just think about that as you go forward, and give yourself some credit for what we accomplished, because we've all already accomplished so much just by taking the step to be a coach. Also, you are surrounded by a team, and collectively we know way more than the individual and complement each other. You have to have all the answers. You have to get into the team and ask for help and get help from people who do have experience. Everybody thinks, Becky has the clean eating and she's dealt leaky gut and she's got all this great information. And then you've got some people who've dealt with other things like, thyroid cancer, or I heard so many stories just from within our team of things that I could learn from, and that things that I can help some people that maybe I'm talking to. So you're surrounded by a team that has so much knowledge, so much there to offer. So think about it as practice too, because your team is here to love you and support you. And that's what we're going to do, is love and support you and help you grow and develop. So sharpen your skills with us and start talking to everybody on the team about what's going to help you and how they can, help you grow and develop. So think about talking to your teammates and to your fellow coaches as just practice, and this will help you grow and talk to people in the future. I struggle with talking to people. I'm still coming out of my shell a lot. But as you grow and as you practice here, you're going to build the confidence that you need to go out and do the things that you want to do with this coaching business and help people that you may not have been able to help prior. And the other thing about being a team too that I was thinking about is that so many times, and I'm so guilty of this, you go into your challenge group, you look for your challengers, you comment on your challengers or your coaches, but there's so many other people in there that we want to build a community you and I can build this great community of love and support, and all of our challengers and all these people who need it will actually be better off because you've loved on them and you've supported them, and maybe you've connected to them in a way that maybe they haven't with their own coach. So it's not about your challenger or my challenger. I mean, they've already done the hard part and signed up, and you've already had the hard discussions with those challengers to get them to sign up. So the hard part is over. This is the easy part, which is loving on them and building that community of support and getting them to that healthy, fulfilled life. That is our mission statement. So that's the big vision that I play with, and that I think surprised that I didn't get earlier was happy that I got it this time and that she got it the first time. So, you know, this is a great way to sharpen your skills and learn how to talk to people. And this is going to help you later in life, you know, in your business when you start having those invites, because invites is a huge roadblock for me. So I feel like if I really practice on the challengers that have already signed up and practice with my coaches that love and support me, I feel like I'm going to get more confident and be more confident to send out those invites. Also, if you share your story within the group, it's a safe place, and we can listen and love and, you know, help you grow and really get you through with the coaches. And then we learn so much about each other and learn those each other that could help us, you know, with our own challengers and with our own potential clients. Environment, and it may change someone's life. You may touch another coach or a challenger that you had no idea you had something. So, and in challenge groups, you know, you can always find common ground with people. I was talking to the girls, and they found each other to help each other how to meal plan. You know, everybody comes from different walks of life. Outside of just your chapter. So what I have someone with as you help each other our business and grow our challenger, more coaches. You know, and we talked a lot about timelines and goals and attainability and vision. So these things you are probably already working on, but if we help each other and we reach out and ask for help, we're more capable of reaching these goals and these visions. You know, if you're someone to hold you to a date, I watched this happen in our Sunday wrap up. You know, somebody's about getting out there and putting herself out there, and they said, okay, by next Wednesday I want your story shared. She did it before Wednesday. Like, she went home and did it almost immediately. If you have that accountability and you have someone pushing you and someone believing in you, you know, we do so much more. You know, I'm scared to invite, as I've already invites in 90 days. And that's going to take a push partner. Like, I am not going to do that by myself. And I know that. So if you don't reach out for help, then nobody knows what the struggles you're going through. You know, personally, the last 6 months, I kind of dropped out of this business. And Becky didn't know I was struggling. I just thought, oh, she's got this. She's got other things going on. She doesn't really want to do this. And that's her assumption that I was struggling and I wasn't understanding, you know, what was going changes. Gosh, you should have said something. And it's all my fault that, you know, I got lost in that. So you have to speak up and you have to reach out. If there's things you're struggling with, if there's something you need, that's what we're here for. The team. Like, we want to help each other succeed and grow. So I think it's important for all in this team. or your kids. And so that's how we were complete strangers. But as we started talking and learning voice and learning throughout everybody on the team, and it's nice to put a face with a voice and a person that like or that love button and moving on. What if we started using the team page to start engaging with each other and asking those questions and practicing and really investing in each other as well? We're going to take so much more away from that. You know, Shalene Johnson said, curiosity market here. This is what's going to get you people into your business. So why don't we start practicing asking these questions to each other? When you see something, ask a question, spark some interest, and really start engaging with each other. Instead of being that little box on the screen and a little thumbs up or a little heart, actually be a personality and a voice on the team page. When 16 women can come together and find common ground, different political, religious, family, just life backgrounds, that's an amazing vision to see and to watch it all come together over just 2 days, 3 days. It was just amazing. And I thought, we should be able to do this even on our team page. So let's think about that as we go forward through the rest of the year. I'd like to kind of issue a challenge now that to make a video and post it on the team page. And you could talk about whatever you want. I mean, we focus on goals and vision, but that's not what's on your heart. So let's get more involved and let's see each other more instead of just and being defined by that little box. Let's talk, let's engage. Videos, practice asking questions, engaging, having discussions. I think this is just a great ourselves and work on our skills for future, and we're going to serve people better this way if we're comfortable with that. So I don't want to take too long, so I'm going to wrap this up. And I just wanted to summarize, some of the things I talked about. One, ask for what you need. Don't just assume that somebody's going to know what you need or realize that you've disappeared off the map. Reach out and really ask what you need, and we are going to be there to support you as a team. That's what this is about more than anything. Speak up on the things that you have experience and authority on. Earlier this week, I said I'm an assistant director of social media and web design, so I've got some great insight on things that I think could help people on the team that maybe not have that knowledge. So if you have something that you're really good at, share it with the group and teach us. Use us as your sounding board and use us to pour into and help each other so that we're all growing. The third thing is to just talk more and sharpen your skills and prepare you. And this is going to prepare you for future encounters with maybe, things you're not yet. And you're going to learn who has these things that they give to you to help. The fourth thing is your goals and vision. And then just what you need to be accountable for, or what you need to help you be accountable, and reach out and ask for help. Team page. If it's inviting, if it's reaching a certain Success Club point, whatever you need help with, reach out, because somebody else has probably got that same goal or need in their own life, and they can partner up with you. If it's getting back and even just doing the workouts and push and play, ask for an accountability partner, and somebody's going to really be there that needs that as well. So, and then the fifth thing is the challenge to create a video on the team page. Limit yourself to visions or goals or whatever you can introduce yourself or just talk about your family, about your things that you're thinking of at that moment in time. But really practice talking to people, because if you don't practice talking to people, you're not going to get better at it. So this is the best place to like just let us pour into you and help you sharpen those skills of talking to people and having those conversations. And then the sixth thing is, instead of hitting the like button, comment and ask questions and practice those things, and you're going to get better at it. And all of that too. And it's just a good way to start learning more about each other as well. If we're asking questions and we're engaging with each other, we're going to learn so much that we didn't know before. Because we only get once a year to get together, really, and that's at Summit, and that's if you go. And I hope to see all of you guys next year. I know life happens, but I hope you guys will all think about the commitment and make that commitment today. And then finally, this is one that I'm working on this week as well. Get used to being uncomfortable, because if you're living in your comfort zone, you're not growing and you're not changing. So right now I am super uncomfortable, but I'm getting used to it. So, that is just a good way to live and to grow, because it's going to push you to grow. So get used to being uncomfortable. And if you're not uncomfortable, then you're not progressing and you're not growing. So that's really my summary of Summit. And I just want to thank you guys so much. And I hope that all of you guys, that went to Summit or that listened to the speaker, really just lighted a passion in you guys as much as it did. So all of you guys, seeing all of you guys' video and commenting and questioning and engaging. So thank you guys so much. And I'm back to Becky.
Hey, can y'all just show her some love? A 10 out of a 10 on the introvert scale. Just did a team call for all of us. This girl has not only just took that stuff in at Summit, but she has come home and put it into practice. She was willing to jump on here and share that with all of us. She told me that she is forcing herself to do one thing every day that makes her feel uncomfortable. She's adding value in our team page, loving on challengers, all these things that she heard and she just told us, like, she is already doing. And of course, I'm feeling like a proud mama right now. Not that I did any of it. I'm just so proud of her, watching her go there, take it, and go. So thank you for leading tonight, Danielle, and really just, I can't wait to see where you go and where we all go from this. At the beginning of the year, actually it was the end of last year, Lisa and I knew we were going to be partnering up and moving forward that way. And we took some time to write out some value statements, because we really wanted to know where we were going, what we believe together, so that we could make, decisions as we were going forward. And one of those vision statements was that we believed that we were better as a team and that we were stronger together. And we've taken some action steps towards that this year already. And I hope, I know that you'll be seeing more of that in the near future, more steps that we're trying to take as a team, and joining forces and making sure that we create the best impact for everybody in our team and in our challenges and all of those things, because everything that she shared, a million takeaways, but we are stronger together. We all have those different pieces. I didn't even know that was what she did was on social media. I would have been racking her brain a long time ago, and the same for me. I'm sure there's a ton of things in my life that you don't know, and the same for all of you. But if we all just get in there and take that initiative to share what we have, oh my goodness, where could we all go, with our challengers, with our teams? Everything's just going to grow if we're putting that in there. So anyway, I will wrap it up and cut us off for tonight. But thank you so much for leading, Danielle, and thank you for all of you guys getting on. We had a great time at Summit and just can't wait to see where we all go from here. So, night, you guys.